Alright, it's that time. We're gonna wax these babies off. Not all the way, we're gonna try to shape them nice. Okay, there's a reason why I'm doing this myself, and I'll get into that as we're going through the process. I like to use the hard wax remover, which is the type of wax that when you heat it and you lay it on the skin, it dries and gets really hard, and then you can like rip it off that way. I do like to use the types where you use the cotton strips as well, but you can't find those in stores anymore. I had to go all the way to, I believe it was Walgreens, to get this one. I checked out Walmart for a similar set, but they don't have it anymore. They only have like pre-waxed like plastic strips, which have never worked for me. And they have the gels and the creams that take hair off, which isn't going to work, and you're not supposed to use that around the eye anyway. So I went to Walgreens, found this little kit. I think it was like $6, and I'll show you what was in it. So firstly, we have the little jar of wax, and I believe it says there's 3 ounces. Or 1.25, sorry, which is the same amount that's in the ones I used to get at Walmart, and it's hard, really hard, so I'll have to microwave it. It came with a spatula with a little heat indicator on it, so that you know if it's hot enough, and I'm assuming this is the side to like actually put it on. I don't have any extra sticks and stuff, so I'll be using that, I guess, which might not be the best. Maybe I'll find like an old makeup brush handle to use. It came with this smoothing lotion. It came with little baby tweezers. It came with eyebrow guides, which we will try to use. I don't know which one will work best. And it came with a little packet of instructions. I'm noticing on the box it doesn't have like an immediate time to actually put it in the microwave. So in here it says simply heat in the microwave for 60 seconds. Apply then peel away the wax and hair. So I'm gonna go heat this up for 60 seconds and then in increments of 10 until it's fully melted. And then alrighty, I am back. It actually took almost 2 minutes for this to heat up all the way, but the little dot does fade. It's not as bright anymore, so to me that means it's done. Alright, this wax looks a bit different from the other waxes I've used. Like this actually looks like it has, for some reason, shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not opaque like the stuff that I am used to using. I've also enlisted the assistance of an old spoolie because I don't have like one of those regular kinds, and then I did find an old broken makeup brush that I can use to actually apply this. And for these, I've never used these before, but I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually stick to my eyebrows, so I'm going to use a cotton ball and some setting powder to kind of make an outline so that I can wax the powdered part. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I gotta pick out a shape that I guess closely resembles what I've got going on. And I'm thinking it's this middle one. Like they're a little bit overdrawn because you take the little pieces off, so you can't really see what the actual shape is until you take them off all the way. So I'm gonna take off the extra ones. See that? Alright, so we're gonna do the right brow. Hopefully this wax doesn't get too cold. This seems really thin. I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it will. Does that look right? Oh, no. Alright. I guess it'd be a good idea to try to like match the shape. Okay. It's not really lining up with mine, but we're gonna try to wax it so it looks like this. Oh my man. Okay, I can tell this thing's not going to stay on very well, so let's see if the powdering method that I mentioned earlier will work. I do recall the people I've had actually wax my eyebrows before use powder to help get rid of the oils that are on the skin to make these stuff stick. Find enough line for me to follow. I think we should just go with it. I'm gonna try doing it with this guide on and hope for the best. The waxes are already hardening around the sides of this, so I'm gonna need to work quick. Okay. I need to get closer to the mirror so I can get closer to the mirror. Alright, so this end's already open. Probably because the powder got on it. But, okay. So, a little bit into my waxing history. Started waxing when I was in, I believe, middle school into high school. I've had some pretty thick eyebrows ever since I was a kid. Still sticky. And I started with, I guess I started with tweezing. My mom started with tweezing my eyebrows for me. Sorry, my mom started with tweezing my eyebrows for me. That stuff was painful. Alright, let's check this out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Need to eye water a little bit. Alright. Got a good chunk off, but there's still a strip there. And that's all hair. Oh god, I couldn't see that. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this like piece by piece. Oh! Yep, look at that. Okay. Okay. Oh. Almost. I'm gonna wait to put the lotion on after I do the whole eye. Okay. Alright. Looks like there's some areas I'm gonna have to tweeze, which I'll do now while I have the guide on. It's difficult to do without my glasses on. Can't see very well. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta do the top and the side. This is gonna be tricky because you're not really supposed to do these parts. So I might have to heat this stuff up again before I do the other one. Oh, this is getting like really caked onto this little This is like not acting like wax that I'm used to. Like wax that I would have used before would not have stretched like that, so it's like, oh, just stuck my finger in it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, got my little wand ready. This thing's already a mess. This wax is crazy, so let's try to do this top part. The skin's already red. Oh god, I'm really nervous about this top part. Like, I don't know if I want to do too much on this one because the top one is not that bad. My other one's a little bit uneven compared to this one. This stuff is just stretching all weird. Alright. I'm already not liking this. Like, seriously, what the heck is that? Alright, didn't take off too much. This thing's good. I guess the shape isn't terrible. It feels like it's a little bit short though. I guess I can like pencil some hairlines, like to make them a little bit longer. Like maybe like 1/8 of an inch or 1/2 inch. 1/4 of an inch. I don't know, I'll just draw them back to my ears. Alright. Oh, I'm probably gonna need to trim these, which means I need to find all the scissors, which I don't know if I have. But I guess compared to this one looks really darn good. Yeah. So far, yeah. I'm nervous about the other one just because of how different my eyebrow shapes are just naturally. This one has a bit more of a bump on the top here, so I'm hoping that actually looks good. I'm gonna go reheat this, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I've got my left eye on. Wax stick ready to go. I'm kind of nervous. Sorry. Alright, so when I was younger, my mom used to do the waxing and tweezing for me, and it became apparent pretty quick that tweezing just another form of torture. So we upgraded to wax, and I didn't know what I was doing, so my mom would help me with waxing. And she would have me sit on one of our dining room chairs and lean back, and she would stand behind me, lay the wax down. So there was a couple times where when she did this, she would put the wax down like this, grab the little tail, which would make me flinch, because it hurts, it pulls out a couple hairs, which would make her start laughing while she was holding on to this. So she'd be laughing and her arms would be twitching and she'd be pulling it little by little, and it'd make me cringe even more, which would make her laugh even more. So, all in all, it kind of turned into a traumatic experience. So, as I got older, started working, making my own money, I was like, I can just go to a place and they can do it. So I started going to waxing salons and realized I've got issues. So what I would do is ask them to lay the wax down. They use strips there, or they would use the stick that they laid the wax down to rip it off. And I would ask them, like, after you put the wax on and everything, can I take it off? Because I know when I'm gonna take it off. And they would be like reluctant about it, but they'd be okay with it after a while. And oh man, hold on. This part feels like it's gonna get messy because it's touching the little guide. Oh god, guys. That's in my hair. Oh, look at this. I mean, it's like my only option to use this wax. But like, what is this nonsense? So, needless to say, I have issues with people ripping wax off my face, and now I have to do it by myself. That's why I don't get it done elsewhere. And I have had it done elsewhere somewhat recently, like last year, and I was like, alright, you're a professional, you understand like eyebrow trends and whatever, and since these things are like taking on a mind of their own, oh my god, I just like pulled off a huge chunk. See it? Oh my god, that's a lot of hair. I told her I trusted her best judgment, and I tell you what, I don't feel like I looked any different. She's like, well, bushy eyebrows are in. And I'm like, but they stink like a fucking mess. So, what the heck? Guys, I can't get this out. Oh! I think I let it dry too hard. Maybe it's just because there's a lot more hair to take off here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Only a little piece. Oh no. So this stuff dried too hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. See that? Oh my god. Alright, let me do this now. What does it look like? Oh. Oh. I was freaking out there for a second. Okay. So it's somewhat similar. They look pretty close in shape. Alright, I want to put some of that lotion on, but I need to tweeze still. Okay, they still look a bit different. Like this side right here definitely curves more. This side doesn't really curve as much. But they're supposed to be, what is it? Sisters, not twins. I feel like this one's still like a bit thicker. Maybe I can fix that with tweezing. I'm gonna do that. So. Okay guys, I found little scissors. So I'm going to, woo! Put it on there. I'm going to trim these little stragglers. And then I will continue with tweezing. I'll just speed that part up but this is why I have to do my eyebrows. Because I was a little bit naked right there. Like maybe I just turned off too much. I'm gonna have to do a lot of filling in and tweezing to make this work, so let's do it. If I brush the hairs down, they actually fill in the space a little bit better. Like, as opposed to when I have them brushed up and over, if I do them down, it makes this side look a lot nicer. Just gonna see if it'll look over here. Definitely doesn't look as nice. Okay, they do look better than how I started, but they still don't look awesome. I'm gonna put some of this lotion on because my skin's really, really red, and it hurts a little bit. Waxing is not painless, so there's that. This is good. I just won't be able to actually like draw me in until this stuff is all soaked in. Alright. I don't think this was like a major win by any chance. This is better than what I was working with in the beginning. So. Take off a little bit more right here. I guess all in all, it's better than looking like a little anyway. Thanks for watching and listening to my story about why I can't go into salons to get my eyebrows done. But yeah, I guess I will be seeing you guys next week. I'm not sure what the plan is, but on Friday this week, on the 1st of February, I'm going to be getting Botox injections into my head and my forehead and hopefully the back of my neck to help with my headaches and migraines. I don't know if they allow any recording, but I'll try to get some photos at least, and then I'll do a before and after so you guys can see if there's any actual noticeable changes on me after I get these things done. And it's probably going to be a lot of needles, which I don't do well with, so that's going to be a whole other thing that we can talk about another time. But anyway, until then guys, bye! Really quickly, I was able to groom them and slightly fill them to make them look really good. Make them look better. I used a little bit of this Maybelline Expert Wear in Velvet Black to kind of do a little penciling in. I tried to be very lax with doing this because I didn't want it to look like they're actually drawn on. Which for the most part they're not. I just had to extend it a little bit over here, straighten the line up a little bit up here, fill in a little bit on both sides on the bottom. But I think that's alright. A valiant attempt. Yeah, anyway, bye again.